lovelies. Welcome to my YouTube channel for yet another vlog episode. So, before I explain this, I am grateful for today. I am grateful for today's divine opportunities, divine blessings. Yeah, just today, God waking us up and protection of my kids. Kwanza, I was just from seeing that there were some children who are rescued, Joa, and I was like, I thank God for the protection of my kids. Kids are being kidnapped. Yeah, Mama, you're afraid of the pets again. As I was saying, I saw like kids were kidnapped, but they were found in some nini. I've forgotten the place, but all in all, Yani, I am grateful for God protecting my kids. Yani, them coming from, going from home to school and then school to home, that I do not take it for granted. Plus, reason why today we are wearing masks in honor of Boniface Kariuki, the guy that was shot. Yeah, he's fighting for his life in Kenyatta. Yeah. So in honor of him, we stand in solidarity. We stand with Boniface. Yeah. So the reason why we are today we are wearing masks. Kitu sijui ni the color, but me najua we were wearing masks. Yeah. So yeah, we stand in solidarity with Boniface. So yeah, lovelies. And kama kawaida, don't forget to
subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe, like, and comment. Subscribe, like, and comment. So reason mask. Today is mask day. Mask day. Yeah. Brindley ako tu hapa. Brindley is afraid of the nini, of Humi and Mia, our pets. She doesn't like animals, but itabidi azoe. So yeah, lovely. So as I was saying, Aki, imagine I've seen like some kids were rescued, yani they had been kidnapped. Aki guy, and they're two little children. They have been rescued. Like, hawezi watoto hao ndo wengine wachomo. Well, you can imagine you're grieving a child who's not dead. You're grieving a child who has been kidnapped or lost. That is sad. Brindley, Mama, you want to remove my... today is mask day. Kwanza, where is your mask? So Aki guy, that is not nini. Apparent. Kwanza, if you remember the labor pains, nini, ata not necessarily ati you have to be just carrying that title mother, whether you're a step, whether you're just a guardian or a mother, yani a parent, and then you hear that your kid is missing, you're crying for like over a month, grieving a child who's not dead. That is sad, by the way. That is sad. I can't even start imagining. Why? Hey, Tebu kwanza, later I will tell you how my twins they got lost. Tebu later. Hey, lovelies. So it's like, I think it's around 5 p.m. Yeah, my kids are already back at home. Actually, today is Friday, so normally wanatukanga shule mapema, like around 4 or 3 something. Yeah, so they are back home. Yeah. They're excited. Tomorrow is not school. It's the weekend. As a mama who's indoors, okay, I'm also excited. I don't know. Me Monday to Sunday, I'm just excited being indoors. But pia, I say pia ndakuwa natoka toka. Where I see, pia kutoka makes, exposure is nice. Yeah, so yeah. Guy, nimetoa mask cause first of all it reminded me of the corona days, plus nimeivaa sana, so sahi I'm taking a breather from the mask, but I stand in solidarity with Boniface Kariuki. That was such an inhumane act. Yeah. Mask or no mask, I stand with Boniface Karaoke. Yeah, so I remember telling you guys, I'll tell you how my kids like I kind of like nearly got scared. I thought that they were just, I don't know, they were kidnapped or they just got lost. So it was this day, actually, it was just this year. Yeah, it just happened. Like, was it in, to call June? Like, I do not remember the exact month, but it happened this year where so like so the kids, it was on a Friday. So normally before, the kids on Friday in my kids' school, they wanatukanga like around they used to like get out like around 1 p.m. Sindio. So on this particular on this particular Friday, so it was 1 p.m. So si unajua wanatoka 1 p.m. So you give them like a lovely. So as I was telling you, it was like on this particular Friday, it was like around 1 p.m. Yeah, this 1 p.m. So you give them that like that space of, or they are being released, and then that ka walking distance up to home. So tuseme by 1:30 or tuseme to latest 2 p.m. they should be at home. So 2 p.m. has reached, the kids are not there. 3 p.m. the kids are not there. 4 p.m. the kids are not there. So normal at times I take an afternoon nap. So I wake up, my hubby wakes me up and tells me, babe, hey, the kids, it's like 4:30, in like 5, the kids are not yet back. That's for Dylan and Shelmith. And I'm like, by the way, so my husband though, I can decide, let me go to, let him go to school and find out why the kids are not in Niba, because at that time we did not have the teacher's number. So my hubby goes and then comes back with all the kids, and I'm like, guy, kwani watu wako? So he tells me the kids are nowhere to be found. Actually, they went early. Actually, your 1 p.m. they walikuwa shatoka. Unasikianga, my heart palpitated. The composition, Dylan and Shelmith are nowhere to be found. Hey, Jehovah, my Lord, my Lord. So that day, okay, I just got out of bed. I remember I had worn like it was like a crop top, and I did not care how people will perceive me on the road. The way I had worn, I carried Brinley kwa mgongo and tukatoka. At that time, my hubby's sister was around, so tulitoka si wote now looking for the kids, guy. So I was like, tutaanzia wapi kwanza? I do not know anyone. Neighbors, yani, and then the place where I live, it was so isolated. Like, nile place, if anything bad happens to you, like, no one will know. No wonder it was easy for us to be like being robbed, because like it is so isolated. Like, it is so yani kabla upate mtu, watu wako indoors. Yeah, I don't know whether that's like a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway, so as we now sanile, we are going like kila mtu we are asking, there was a boda, like, have you seen our kids? Obviously I am a mommy, I have full of pictures of Dylan and Shelmith, so I have to show them. I'm like, this is Dylan, the Shelmith, so they are twins, so tunaonyesha, and umeona. And at that time hawakuwa na uniform of that shule wako na the current, so they had the former school uniform, so no, it was hard to identify them. Wase, I just like, I remember, my hubby called his friend, one of his close friends, called Major, or Edu, akamwambia this and this has happened, so Major as always, he always show up, like to support, like nini, in case of anything. So akakuja akasema so Habi and Major decided like let us acha sisi ndo tushughulike, let us go ndo tutafute watoi. Mi am like hapana. So nikaacha watembe nikajifanya, so nikakuja kwa nyumba. I said like that's when I knelt and then I told God, hey, mimi hapa hapana, this is no hapana, God, nimekataa, my kids hawajapotea. Hey, a mother's cry, man. I prayed. I remember I said our Father even more than 5 times. Okay? And I'm not saying that I remembered God in times of despair. By the way, I usually pray to God at all times. It's just that at that time I was like so desperate, manze. So I remember praying to God, So mimi nikasema I told my hubby sister, I cannot stay in the house. Mimi natoka, I am going to look. So we decided to separate. Kid akakuja, Kid is my firstborn son, he's in grade 9. So akatoka shule, akakuja. So we decided let us separate. Pia sisi acha si hubby na Major wameshaenda kutafutana. So decide, so let us split. So Kid akaenda nini yake na mabeshte wake to go and look for Dylan and Shelmith. And then now it's me and Kevin's sister. Kevin is my hubby's sister. So my hubby's sister tukaenda tukitafutana tukiulizana nini umeona. Me, I'm just there walking praying to God, and I'm telling God, hey, God, you better let me see your handwriting. So Gafla being Vu, so around 7 p.m. hubby calls me. I called him at first, and then I asked him, Kai bado? He told me, akiapana, me, I'll have to go to the police station niandikishe statement. Well, nikishasikia hiyo nasema bas. And I've seen how women have grieved kids. In the morning I was saying, how kids, you grieve a child who's not even dead. You're grieving someone who's lost or kidnapped. How sad that is, man. Say you don't know whether your kid is alive or dead. So a lot of nini was going through my mind, like because I have seen, I when I was in my dad's place, I saw there was a certain neighbor of ours, mtoi wake got kidnapped. So I had the experience, and I remember tulikuwa tunaomba usiku nzima tukitafuta huo mtoi. So now it's my turn. So good. So Habi tells me now he has gone to the police station. Hey, nikasikia hiyo nikasema God kuisha sisi. So then, and a few minutes later, he calls me and tells me, I have been told that 2 kids have been spotted wakitembea ni kama wamepotea. So wamepelekwa wapi? Police station. Woo! I was like this, I hope it's my kids though. I hope it's Dylan and Shelmith though. Yeah, so it was them. So hata niwaambie kitu sasa ilifanya what happened with Dylan and Shelmith. So Dylan and Shelmith walikuwa wanatoka shule. Walikuwa wanatoka shule. So Dylan, a certain friend of Dylan told Dylan, can we twende kwetu, we go to our house, I show you, my toys, so that you pia wewe uweze kujenge toy. So Dylan is a child, you cannot blame him. Whether you cannot blame him, he's a child. So si lazima tu afuate babeshto yake, kwa alikuwa anajua tu it's just here. Plus that curiosity. So and then Shelmith, I told you, I mentioned to you, my daughter is autistic, but not of high spectrum. So she usually follows, like she usually trusts someone who's gentle with her, who's loving with her, and obviously Dylan is her best friend, Dylan is her brother, so obviously atamfuata. So wakafuatana. Do you know walipanda gari? Because to that boy's house, to that Dylan's friend's house ni mbali kiasi, so you have to like board a matatu. So they boarded a matatu, two of them, blindly following the nini. So now kumbe kijana alifika kwao, yeye amekaa akawambia endeni home. Do you know kids right? So it's sasa ndio sasa Dylan and Shelmith, no, they returned back. Unajua sasa they are confused, kwa nyumba ni wapi, home ni wapi. Oh my days. Why? So that from that day, why? But at least I thank God. So from that day onwards, they listened to us. When you get out of school, direct home. Why you I can never forget that day. Why that day? Yeah, so anywho, we thank God, and no wonder I'm always thanking God for protecting my kids each and every day. I do not take it for granted, because we have had, cases, like weird cases, these people defiling children, like cases zingine hata siwezi taja. So yeah, lovely, that's it. That was the story that I wanted to tell you, like yeah. So but anyway, yeah, so it's raining, like literally it's raining cats and dogs. Sijui kama mnaweza sikia, it's really raining. Yeah, but alafu I am fingers crossed again, lights isiende off. Unajua normally I do not know why when it rains the lights tend to go off, but I'm hoping isiende off. Well, yeah, ikaa hivyo. So yeah, I think now I want to cook supper. I normally cook supper early, because I have kids. Watanililia njaa normally, but sometimes I cook like lunch stroke supper to make it easier. But today I just decided, like, let me cook supper differently, like a different time. I don't know whether that makes sense. Yeah, so lovely. First, don't nasema pray always. Unajua pray every day. But hata your time ndo nikasemanga sipoki, don't pray to God during the bad times, only during the bad times. Pray to God during the good times, the bad times, every day. Like after if something good happens in your life, like nini ama upate tu ile breakthrough you've been praying for, usiwahi sahau God. Always pray to God. And I told you, lovely, God habagui. God does not tenia dania, lakini amekupea sawa. So yeah, lovely. So yeah, I was talking to my son. Alikuwa ametoka shop, amekosa hiyo kitu. So I was like, and haizi rudi. It's really raining. Atagonjeka atagonjeka. My hubby says no, I have spoiled the kid. If it was my hubby who was around, ningemwambia rudi. No, but ni hapana, atagonjeka. Atakaa kuna umbrella, atagonjeka, kuna baridi. So yeah, lovely. So as I said, pray. Maombi. God habagu, but God does not. God, because personally I am far from perfect, but the way God has come through for me, mpaka naambianga God, God, like God habagu. Don't fear ati juu leo umekunywa sasa unasikia aibu ati kwenda kunini to tell God something. Don't, let human judge you, but God will not judge you. Umesikia? Nasikia lovely, don't shy away from praying to God. And plus kupray sile niliombe chakata kubata kuna katika jina la Yesu. No. Praying is just like talking to God, talking to, one-on-one with how you talk to people, or tell God, hi, so how my day was like this, I have this certain problem, I bring to you my worries, my fears, and this worry, Joa, according to this scripture. Evil, that's how you talk to God. See, Joa, it doesn't have in depth, you have to have like that pastor's voice. No, it's just talking to God, like how you talk to someone, just pure, be like, we're just talking to God. Yeah, so lovely, that's it. Yeah, so let me go and cook supper, and yeah, we'll talk. Let go.